Satan lost when you clicked. God says, I fought for you to see this, now don't turn away again. This isn't a video. This is a. The moment you clicked, something shifted in the unseen. Heaven rose in victory, and Satan fell in silence. This is not just another video you stumbled upon, this is a divine appointment. God says, I fought for this very moment, so your eyes would not miss these words. Stay with me, because what you are hearing now is not random. It is the answer to the question your soul has been whispering in silence. You see, every distraction that tried to pull you away from this moment already lost. Every shadow that tried to cloud your vision has been defeated. God Himself pushed aside the noise, the confusion, the battle raging around you, because He wanted you here, right now, receiving this word. Hold on and stay with me, because what is about to unfold is not information, it is transformation. This isn't just a video, this is a letter written in spirit. A letter sealed with light, carrying your name upon it. It has traveled through fire, through storms, through opposition just to reach your heart in this very hour. And God says, I will not allow what belongs to you to be stolen again. I will not allow the enemy to silence what I have declared over your life. Think about it, why does this moment feel different? Why does something deep inside you lean closer, knowing this is for you? Because it is. Because the fight in the heavens was never about nations or crowns, it was about your soul, your destiny, your tomorrow. And now, with every word being spoken, God is stitching back what was torn, healing what was bruised, restoring what was stolen. Stay with me till the end, because in the closing of this message, you will understand what heaven has been trying to reveal. This is not a warning. This is not fear. This is love in its purest form. God is saying, I fought for you. I waited for you. And now I have brought you here. What you are receiving is not entertainment. It is not content. This is an echo from eternity, reaching into your present moment. This isn't a video. This is a covenant. This is a reminder that when the enemy thought you would give up, heaven was already writing your victory. Stay with me and don't turn away, because what I'm about to say is something your spirit has been waiting to hear. When you clicked, a line was drawn. The old weight, the hidden resistance, the silent battles that tried to hold you down, they already lost. Heaven marked your name in victory, and this moment is living proof. God says, I saw the nights you questioned yourself, the days you carried pain in silence, the moments you wondered if I still remembered you. And I brought you here to show you I never let go. This isn't coincidence. This is heaven interrupting your day to tell you that your story is not ending in loss. Your story is about to unfold in light. Stay with me till the end, because every second you remain is rewriting what the enemy tried to erase. There's a reason this feels personal, because it is. You are not hearing a general word, you are hearing a message with your name carved into it. A message God Himself fought to deliver past every distraction. Think of this, the enemy tried to bury you in silence, but God sent this voice to lift you. The enemy tried to close your eyes, but heaven opened them wider. And now, as you are still here, listening, your soul is rising into the truth it was always meant to walk in. This isn't a video you watch and forget. This is a key unlocking a new door. God says, you belong to me. Your future belongs to me. And the power that once held you back no longer has a claim on your life. That's why you cannot turn away now. That's why you had to hear this today. Because this is your release, your shift, your divine reminder that you are still chosen. So wait, stay with me till the very end, because what comes next will not just touch your ears, it will anchor in your heart. Heaven isn't finished speaking yet, and the next word will carry even more weight for your life. Stay with me and don't move away, because what is unfolding here is bigger than anything you expected. When you pressed play, heaven took notice. A curtain was lifted, and God said, "This one will not be lost again." Every second you remain here is heaven proving that your life is not ordinary, your destiny is not forgotten, and your time is not wasted. God says, "I fought for this moment because you needed to hear my voice above the noise. You needed to feel my hand pulling you back into the light. And I will not let the shadows of yesterday write the chapters of tomorrow." That is why you're still here, listening. It's because your name is written in a place the enemy cannot touch. Stay with me till the end, because even now, angels are moving where your eyes cannot see. What you thought was closed is opening. What you thought was lost is being returned. And what you thought was delayed is now being released. Every word reaching you is part of that release. This is not random. This is not chance. This is God's fingerprint on your day, His whisper in your soul, His reminder that you were never abandoned. And He says, "I will not allow the battle to define you. I will not allow pain to be the last word. I am rewriting your story in front of you. So don't scroll, don't turn away, stay with me. Because the next part is carrying something heavier, something deeper, something meant to anchor you beyond this moment. What is coming next is not just a message, it is a turning point. Stay with me and don't move away, because the moment you are in right now is not ordinary. The very act of you watching this proves that something greater than you has already gone ahead, clearing the path, removing the weight, and making sure this message finds you. Heaven is too precise to miss, and this is not chance, this is choice, God's choice to remind you who you are. God says, "I have walked through fire just to protect you. I have carried battles you never saw, and I have spoken your name in places you cannot imagine. I did not allow you to stumble here for nothing. This is the sign you asked for, the voice you needed, the answer you prayed would come. Stay with me till the end, because what is opening right now is not simply words, it is a door. A door into clarity, peace, and a fresh release. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but the shift already began the moment you decided not to turn away. Heaven is leaning closer, and the chains that tried to hold your steps are snapping one by one. Think of it, every reason that told you to ignore this, every distraction that tried to pull you away, already lost. You chose to stay, and in staying, you have stepped into a flow of favor that cannot be stopped. God says, "I will not let your story remain in the hands of those who wanted you broken. I will lift you in front of the same voices that once doubted you. So don't scroll, don't rush, stay with me. Because what comes next is not just another word, it is the very revelation heaven has been guarding for you. The next moment is not a video. It is a confirmation that your breakthrough has already been set in motion. Stay with me and don't move away, because what you are hearing now is not ordinary speech, it is heaven leaning in closer to you. Every second you remain here, something is being loosed in the unseen. God says, I preserved you for this moment. I did not let you collapse under the weight. I carried you until your spirit was ready to hear me clearly. This is not a mistake. This is not coincidence. This is the evidence that your life has been guarded even when you thought you were forgotten. Heaven has been fighting battles behind the curtain, and now the curtain has been lifted. That's why this moment feels different. That's why your heart is leaning closer. Stay with me till the end, because there is more to be spoken into you. Right now, the chains of delay are breaking, the weight of silence is lifting, and the cloud of confusion is clearing. You were never meant to live half a story, your story is rising into fullness right now. God says, I am restoring what was broken. I am returning what was stolen. I am rewriting what was damaged. And I am doing it in front of you, so you will know that it was me all along. This is not just encouragement, this is confirmation. The very fact that you are still here proves you have been chosen to receive this. So don't scroll, don't let go, stay with me. Because what is coming next is the peace you've been waiting for, the peace that will connect everything together. The next word will not just touch you, it will anchor in you. This is not ending here. It is only beginning. Stay with me and don't move, because what is happening right now is greater than your imagination. The very fact that you are still here proves that your spirit recognizes this voice. Heaven is confirming, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not lost in the noise. Every word you hear is heaven's way of pulling you closer into the light that has always been waiting for you. God says, I fought for this moment because the enemy wanted to silence you, but I declared you would rise. I saw every tear, every unanswered question, every weight you carried when no one else could see. I did not let it break you, because I had already written a different ending for you. Stay with me till the end, because the turning point is not tomorrow, it begins now. Even as you listen, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Where there was heaviness, there is now clarity. Where there was delay, there is now acceleration. And where there was doubt, faith is being awakened inside you. This is not just a message. This is a divine exchange. The pain you carried is being lifted, and in its place, peace is being planted. The silence you endured is being broken, and in its place, answers are being released. The battle you thought would never end has already been declared finished in heaven. God says, I will not let your steps remain in the shadows. I will bring you into the light, and nothing will be able to close the doors I open for you. This is the moment where your story begins again. So don't scroll, don't let go, stay with me. Because the next part will not just speak to your ears, it will ignite your heart with the certainty that heaven has always been by your side. What is coming next is not an ending, it is a breakthrough. Stay with me and listen closely, because this moment is not like any other. When you chose to remain here, heaven smiled. The very act of staying has opened a door that the enemy could never shut. God says, I drew you into this space because your heart was ready, your spirit was open, and your future needed this word. You are not here by accident. You are here because eternity reached into time and said, this one must hear it today. Every distraction that tried to pull you away already failed. Every reason that whispered, skip this, has already lost. The proof is that you are still here, still listening, still receiving. Stay with me till the end, because what is being spoken is more than encouragement, it is a decree. A heavenly decree that the battle is over, the delay is broken, and the new season has already begun. Even as you listen, chains are falling silently, weights are lifting gently, and peace is entering like light through a window you forgot was open. God says, I have seen the hidden sacrifices no one applauded. I have seen the quiet moments where you questioned your worth. But I tell you now, you are chosen, you are marked, and you are mine. Nothing can undo what I have spoken over you. This is why you cannot turn away now. Because the very next word carries confirmation. What is rising in your heart right now is not emotion, it is recognition. Your soul knows the voice of the one who created it. And he says, stay. Lean in. For I am about to finish what I started in you. So don't scroll, don't move away, stay with me. Because the next part will not just touch your mind, it will anchor into your soul and prove that heaven has been beside you all along. This is not an ending, this is the unfolding. Stay with me and listen carefully, because what is unfolding here is not entertainment, it is revelation. The very fact that you are still here is proof that heaven has sealed this moment for you. Nothing could block it, nothing could delay it, nothing could stop it. God says, I held this message aside with your name written on it. I would not let it pass you by. You have walked through silence, through questions, through nights where answers felt far. Yet even then, heaven whispered your name. And now, that whisper has become a voice. That voice is reaching you through every word spoken now. Not a word is wasted, not a word is random. All of this was designed for you. Stay with me till the end, because the moment you stay, you prove to the unseen that your faith is still alive. And faith, even in the smallest measure, is enough for God to move mountains on your behalf. Right now, as you listen, the unseen is shifting, angels are rising, doors are unlocking, and chains are breaking. God says, I am reminding you today, you were never abandoned. Even when you felt the silence, I was closer than your own breath. Even when you thought no one noticed, I was carrying your name before my throne. And I declare to you now, what I began in you will not be left unfinished. So don't turn away, don't scroll, stay with me. Because what comes next is not just another message, it is the very confirmation your soul has been searching for. The next part is not an ending, it is the continuation of everything heaven has been preparing for you. Stay with me and don't move away, because what you are receiving right now is more than words, it is a direct current of heaven flowing into your life. The very moment you stayed, something began to align in the unseen. God says, I prepared this hour for you. I kept it hidden until your spirit was ready, and now I am unveiling it before your eyes. This is not coincidence. This is not random. This is the reason why the battle felt heavier before this moment, because the closer you came to this word, the more the enemy tried to stop you. But he lost. You are here, you are listening, and that proves you already won. Stay with me till the end, because what is being planted now will not fade when this message ends. It will root deep within you. Right now, peace is settling where fear once lived. Strength is rising where weakness tried to stay. And hope is being restored where silence had taken its place. God says, "You are mine. I have carved your name into the palm of my hand. I have walked ahead of you to prepare what no eye has seen. You thought you were overlooked, but I was saving the best for now. The season you are entering will not look like the season you are leaving. That is why you cannot look away. That is why you cannot scroll. This is not a passing moment, this is a turning point. Every word being spoken is part of the bridge carrying you into the place you were meant to stand. So don't let go, don't turn aside, stay with me. Because the next part carries the revelation that seals everything together. The next word is not just a continuation, it is the confirmation you have been waiting for all along. Stay with me and don't turn away. Because what is coming through these words is not ordinary, it is eternal. Every second you remain here, heaven is confirming that your steps are aligned, your heart is prepared, and your destiny is unfolding. God says, "I fought for this moment because I refuse to let your story remain unfinished." You are not watching by chance. You are here because heaven pushed aside every distraction to bring you face to face with this truth. And the truth is this: your tomorrow is not in the hands of those who doubted you, your tomorrow is sealed in the hands of the one who chose you. Stay with me till the end, because even as you listen, something is breaking open around you. The atmosphere is shifting. The doors that were locked are unlocking. The answers that felt delayed are arriving. What you thought would take years is being set in motion now. God says, "I will restore the years the enemy tried to take. I will give you beauty where ashes once covered you. I will lift you before those who thought you were forgotten. I am not done with you, I am only beginning." That's why you can't scroll, that's why you can't move away. This moment is too important to miss. Every word is a key, and every key is unlocking the next level of your story. So wait, stay with me, because what comes in the next part will not only speak to you, it will confirm that heaven has always been fighting for you. The next word is not just another message. It is the seal of what God already started in your life. Stay with me and do not move away, because what is about to be spoken is carrying the weight of heaven itself. You did not arrive here by mistake. You were carried here, guided here, drawn here by a hand that has been protecting you since the beginning. God says, "I have chosen this moment to remind you that you are mine, and nothing can change that truth." Every word being poured into you now is proof that you are not forgotten. The silence you endured was not abandonment, it was preparation. The waiting you walked through was not punishment, it was alignment. And now, heaven is declaring that your season of hiddenness is shifting into a season of unveiling. Stay with me till the end, because as you hold on, light is entering every corner of your heart. The confusion is lifting. The doubts are dissolving. And the clarity you have prayed for is rising like the morning sun. This is not just a message, this is your turning point. God says, "I will show you that nothing wasted, nothing broken, nothing lost will remain in the enemy's hands. I will turn what was used against you into the very testimony that lifts you higher. I will crown you with strength where you once carried shame." That is why you cannot scroll, you cannot let go. Because this word is not simply for your ears, it is for your spirit. And your spirit already knows this is the moment it has been waiting for. So wait, stay with me. Because what comes next will not only confirm what you feel now, it will seal it. The next part will prove that heaven's eyes have been on you all along, and the story that is unfolding is greater than you imagined. Stay with me and don't let go, because what is happening in this very moment is not ordinary, it is divine alignment. Every second you remain here is proof that heaven has carved this word for you alone. God says, I fought for you to see this, because I could not allow your spirit to walk in silence any longer. I am lifting the veil and showing you the truth of who you are. You have carried questions, you have carried battles that no one else could see, and you have endured storms that should have broken you. Yet here you are, standing, listening, receiving. This is not weakness, this is proof of your strength. And heaven is saying, I was with you all along, and I will not let your story end in shadows. Stay with me till the end, because even now, the weight you thought you had to carry alone is being lifted. The doors you thought were locked are beginning to move. The places that once rejected you are about to open in your favor. Nothing about this moment is random. It is heaven's way of reminding you that destiny cannot be denied. God says, I will use every setback as a setup. I will use every silence as preparation. And I will use every tear as the seed of joy that is about to rise in your life. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. And I will not allow you to leave this moment without knowing that truth. That's why you can't scroll. That's why you must stay. Because what is being spoken into you now is not for a day, it is for your lifetime. It will echo long after these words are gone, reminding you of the covenant God Himself has with you. So wait, stay with me, because the next part carries the seal. The next word will not just confirm what you feel, it will prove it, anchor it, and ignite the shift heaven has already started in your story. Stay with me and do not turn away, because what is unfolding right now is greater than you realize. This moment is not just a pause in your day, it is heaven's interruption. God says, I have been chasing your heart, and I will not let this word pass you by. I carved it, sealed it, and delivered it with your name on it. Every distraction that tried to pull you away already failed. Every whisper that said, this is not for you, has already lost. The proof is that you are still here, still listening, still leaning in. And that is not by chance, it is by design. Stay with me till the end, because as you remain here, the very ground beneath your story is shifting. The silence that once weighed you down is lifting. The doubts that tried to cloud your vision are clearing. And what once seemed impossible is being written into possibility right before you. God says, I have seen every battle you fought in the dark. I have counted every tear you shed in silence. But I tell you now, not one of those tears was wasted. Not one of those battles was ignored. I was there, and I am here now to bring you into what I promised. This is why you cannot scroll. This is why you must stay. Because the words you are hearing are not random inspiration, they are divine confirmation. They are the seal that heaven has been waiting to press into your spirit. So hold on, stay with me, because the next part carries the revelation that ties all of this together. The next word is not just a message, it is the breakthrough that proves heaven never stopped fighting for you. Stay with me and don't look away, because this moment is carrying more than sound, it is carrying life. Every second you remain here, heaven is proving that you were chosen to hear this. God says, I have placed my hand on you, and I will not remove it. I have set my mark on your life, and I will not let it fade. You have wondered if the silence meant you were forgotten. You have questioned if the delays meant you were denied. But listen closely, silence was never absence. Delay was never denial. It was preparation. And now, as you hear these words, that preparation is unfolding into reality. Stay with me till the end, because what is shifting now is irreversible. Doors are opening that cannot be shut. Chains are falling that will never rise again. And light is breaking into places that once seemed locked in shadow. This is not just a promise, it is already happening. God says, I will show you that nothing wasted is beyond my restoration. I will turn your pain into strength, your questions into wisdom, and your waiting into reward. I am the one who writes your story, and I will finish it with glory. That's why you cannot scroll, you cannot turn away. Every second you stay, heaven is sealing this word deeper into your spirit. This is not just for today, it is for your future, for your next chapter, for the very destiny waiting to rise inside you. So hold on, stay with me, because the next part carries the release you have been waiting for. What comes next is not another moment, it is the breakthrough that confirms God has been by your side from the very beginning. Stay with me and don't turn away, because what is unfolding here is not just another message, it is heaven speaking directly into your spirit. Every second you remain proves that this word is alive, carrying your name, carrying your future, carrying your destiny. God says, I will not let you leave this moment empty. I brought you here to fill you with what you have been missing. You thought the waiting was wasted. You thought the silence meant forgotten. But the truth is different. Every waiting moment was storing up blessing, and every silence was preparing your heart to receive. Now, as you are still here, that blessing is unlocking. The waiting is over. The silence is breaking. Stay with me till the end, because in this very moment, what once was heavy is being lifted. What once was closed is opening. What once was hidden is being revealed. This is not just encouragement, it is transformation. And you are standing in the middle of it. God says, I will restore your laughter. I will heal the places that still ache. I will bring beauty out of what was broken, and I will crown you with a future brighter than your past. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. That's why you cannot scroll, you cannot let go. Because this is not an accident. This is a divine appointment. Every second you stay, the seal grows stronger, the promise grows clearer, and the shift grows deeper inside you. So wait, stay with me, because the next part is carrying the confirmation that heaven has written your name in victory. What comes next is not the end, it is the rise you have been waiting for. Stay with me and don't turn away, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. This is heaven's whisper written in fire, carried through time, and placed in your hands today. God says, I fought for this word to reach you. I removed the noise, I silenced the shadows, I cleared the path so your heart could hear me now. You have walked through seasons where you felt unseen. You have faced moments where you wondered if your prayers even touched the sky. But look around, you are here, you are listening, and that is the proof that heaven has always been closer than you imagined. Stay with me till the end, because even now, the ground beneath you is shifting. The story you thought was closed is opening again. The chapters you thought were finished are being rewritten with light. This is not the end, it is the new beginning you prayed for in silence. God says, I will lift you where you once fell. I will crown you where you once felt shame. I will open doors no one thought could open, and I will make your name echo where it was once ignored. Every second you stay, this truth is being sealed deeper into your spirit. This is not just a message you hear and forget, this is a covenant written between heaven and your destiny. That's why you cannot scroll, that's why you must remain. So wait, stay with me, because the next part is not just another word. It is the seal, the confirmation, the very breakthrough that proves God has been walking beside you all along. Stay with me and don't move away, because the moment you are in right now is not ordinary. Every breath, every second, every heartbeat as you listen is aligning with something greater than you. God says, I did not allow you to stumble here by accident. I drew you here because I have something to place inside your spirit that will last forever. You have carried weights in silence, you have walked through questions without answers, and you have faced nights that felt endless. But even then, heaven was not distant, it was preparing this exact moment. Now, the very silence that once felt empty is being filled with clarity. The very waiting that felt heavy is turning into release. Stay with me till the end, because as you remain, what heaven has written for you is being sealed stronger. The doors that were once invisible are coming into view. The path that seemed closed is opening in front of your eyes. This is not just hope, this is the unfolding of destiny. God says, I have seen the moments you almost gave up, but I would not allow you to fall. I have seen the days you thought you were forgotten, but I was closer than your own shadow. And I declare to you now, you will see why I asked you to wait. Every second you stay is proof that you are ready. Proof that your heart is awake, proof that your spirit is aligned. This is not an ending, this is a doorway, and you are stepping through it now. So don't scroll, don't move away, stay with me. Because the next part will not only confirm what you feel right now, it will anchor it so deeply that you will never question again whether heaven has been with you. Stay with me and don't look away, because this moment has been carved in eternity just for you. Every word you hear is not passing air, it is life being spoken directly into your soul. God says, I held back this message until now, because your heart is finally ready to receive it. I am giving you what no one else could give. You thought the silence was empty, but the silence was a shield. You thought the waiting was wasted, but the waiting was preparation. Every step, every delay, every question was forming the foundation for what is rising now. And now heaven is saying, this is the hour where the hidden becomes revealed, and the broken becomes whole. Stay with me till the end, because every second you stay, the seal grows stronger. This is not just encouragement, it is impartation. Peace is settling where chaos tried to live. Strength is rising where weakness tried to remain. Hope is being born where despair once whispered. This is the shift your soul has been waiting for. God says, I will turn your mourning into dancing. I will give you joy that no one can steal. I will open doors that no hand can shut. And I will remind you, once and for all, that you were never abandoned. That is why you cannot scroll now. That is why you must stay. Because this moment is proof that heaven has always been standing with you, even when you felt alone. So wait, stay with me, because the next part carries the final seal. The next word is not just continuation, it is confirmation. It is the undeniable proof that your name has been written in victory since the very beginning. Stay with me and do not move away, because what is being spoken right now is not temporary, it is eternal. The very fact that you are still here is the proof that heaven has chosen this moment as your confirmation. God says, I did not let you pass this by. I fought for you to hear this, because this word carries the power to shift your life forever. You have walked through storms that tried to silence your voice. You have faced moments that tried to convince you that you were forgotten. But heaven is declaring today, you were never lost. You were always seen. And I have been holding your story in my hands since the beginning. Stay with me till the end, because even as these words are being spoken, the weight you once carried is dissolving. The fear that once tried to hold you is breaking. The path that once felt invisible is becoming clear. This is not just comfort, this is transformation. God says, I am restoring the strength you thought was gone. I am opening doors you thought were locked. I am breathing life into the dreams you thought were finished. And I will prove to you that what I start, I always complete. That is why you cannot scroll, you cannot let go. Because this moment is a divine appointment. Every word you are hearing is evidence that heaven has always been beside you, and nothing can erase that truth. So wait, stay with me, because the next part carries the seal of everything you've been hearing. The next word will not just confirm what you feel, it will anchor it so deeply that you will never doubt again that you are chosen, you are loved, and you are held. Stay with me and don't look away, because what you are receiving right now is not random, it is the sound of heaven breaking through every barrier that tried to keep you silent. God says, I have preserved this moment for you. I would not let you miss it, because this is the confirmation you have been waiting for. You have carried battles that no one else could see. You have walked through nights where hope seemed far. But even then, heaven was writing your name into victory. And now, every second you remain here is proof that you were chosen to hear this. Stay with me till the end, because as you hold on, strength is returning where weakness tried to stay. Clarity is rising where confusion once ruled. Joy is entering where sorrow once lingered. This is not just encouragement, this is transformation in real time. God says, I am lifting the weight from your shoulders. I am restoring what was broken. I am turning your silence into song and your pain into testimony. What was closed is opening, and what was lost is returning. That is why you cannot scroll, that is why you cannot let go. This is not entertainment. This is heaven's appointment with you. Every word is a key, every second is a seal, and every breath you take here is a reminder that you are still chosen. So wait, stay with me, because the next part will not just speak to you, it will confirm, it will seal, and it will ignite everything God has already promised over your life. Stay with me and don't turn away, because this very moment is not ordinary, it is holy. Every second you remain is a witness that heaven has something personal to release into your spirit. God says, I have walked ahead of you. I have cleared paths you didn't even know were blocked. And now I am calling you closer to hear the truth of who you really are. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit feels it. A shift has already begun. The weight is lifting. The fog is clearing. The doubt is dissolving. And in its place, light is rising, strength is returning, and faith is breathing fresh inside you. Stay with me till the end, because what is happening now will not fade when this message ends. It will remain, it will anchor, and it will carry you forward. This is not temporary encouragement, this is eternal truth. God says, I will crown you with honor where shame once covered you. I will lift your voice where silence once trapped you. I will show you that nothing can stop what I have spoken over your life. My word is final, and my promise is unshakable. That's why you cannot scroll. That's why you cannot turn away. This is not an accident. This is not coincidence. This is destiny reminding you that heaven's hand has never left your side. So wait, stay with me, because the next part will not only confirm this word. It will seal it, it will deepen it, and it will prove that God has been writing victory into your story from the very beginning. Stay with me and do not move away, because this moment carries more weight than you realize. Every breath, every heartbeat, every second you are here is proof that heaven is aligning something greater in your life. God says, I would not allow you to pass this by. I fought for this moment because I wanted you to hear my voice above every other sound. You have been through valleys that made you question your worth. You have faced walls that made you doubt your strength. But here is the truth, you survived every valley, and you are standing stronger than the walls that tried to stop you. That survival was not by accident. It was heaven's hand lifting you, even when you didn't notice. Stay with me till the end, because this word is not a spark that fades, it is a fire that will burn within you. Right now, the chains of yesterday are breaking off. The labels of doubt are being erased. The weight of silence is being lifted. This is not just encouragement, this is rebirth. God says, I am giving you back what was stolen. I am restoring what was broken. I am rewriting what was damaged. And I will show you that your story is far from over, it is only beginning. That is why you cannot scroll, you cannot let go. Every word you hear is a seed being planted, and every second you remain is that seed taking root in your spirit. This is not coincidence, this is covenant. So wait, stay with me, because the next part carries the seal of everything you've heard so far. What is coming next will not just confirm the shift, it will anchor it so deeply that you will walk away knowing heaven has always been on your side. Stay with me and don't turn away, because what is reaching you now is not simply words, it is the heartbeat of heaven pulsing through your spirit. Every second you remain here is proof that you were meant to hear this. God says, I will not let you miss what I prepared for you. I fought for this moment so you could see how much you mean to me. Think about it, all the distractions, all the noise, all the reasons that tried to pull you away, they already failed. You are still here. And that means you are chosen to receive this. The weight you carried in silence is lifting. The questions that haunted your heart are being answered. This is not accident, this is alignment. Stay with me till the end, because the longer you remain, the deeper this word roots itself inside you. Right now, peace is replacing fear. Light is entering where shadows once stayed. Strength is rising in places you thought were gone. This isn't just comfort, it's transformation. God says, I will heal the wounds you don't speak of. I will restore the joy you thought was lost. I will open doors no one believed could open for you. And I will show you that my hand has never left your life, not even for a moment. That is why you cannot scroll, that is why you cannot move away. Every second here is sealing heaven's promise over your future. You are not watching by chance, you are standing in a divine appointment. So wait, stay with me, because the next part carries the final confirmation. What is coming next will not only prove that heaven has always been with you, it will anchor your soul in the truth that your story is only just beginning. Stay with me and don't look away, because what is being spoken now is not ordinary sound, it is eternity breaking into your present. God says, I fought for this moment because I could not let you forget who you are. I carved this word with your name upon it, and I am delivering it to you now. You have faced moments where silence seemed louder than hope, where questions seemed heavier than answers. Yet even then, heaven was not far, it was working behind the veil, preparing this very hour. And now, as you listen, you can feel it, something inside you knows this is not random. This is personal. Stay with me till the end, because what is shifting in you right now is irreversible. The old weight is falling off. The fear that tried to cling to you is breaking loose. The doubts that whispered against you are dissolving in the light of this truth. This is not just inspiration, this is transformation that marks the rest of your journey. God says, I will make rivers flow where deserts tried to stay. I will give you beauty where ashes once remained. I will restore joy where sorrow tried to bury you. And I will prove to you that my promise is greater than any pain you carried. That is why you cannot scroll. That is why you must stay. Every word you are hearing is being sealed like fire on your heart. This is not chance, this is destiny. This is covenant. This is heaven's voice calling you back into your true story. So wait, stay with me, because the next part will not only confirm what you feel now, it will anchor it forever. The next word will carry the seal, the undeniable proof, that heaven's hand has never left your life for even a single moment. Stay with me and don't turn away, because this is the final piece, the part heaven saved until the end. Every second you have stayed proves that this word was carved for you, sealed for you, and released in this exact moment. God says, I fought for this encounter because I could not let you leave without knowing the depth of my love for you. You have carried battles no one understood, walked through seasons that no one saw, and survived storms that tried to drown your spirit. Yet here you are, standing, listening, receiving. That is the evidence that you were never alone, not even once. Heaven has been walking with you, even in the silence. Stay with me till the end, because what is being poured out now is the seal of everything you have heard. The healing you longed for is being released. The clarity you prayed for is being revealed. The strength you thought was gone is being restored. This is not the closing of a message, this is the opening of a new chapter in your life. God says, I will finish what I started. I will complete what I began. And I will show you that the ending you feared is not your story is rising in victory. That is why you cannot scroll away, not at this final part. Because this is not just the end of a series, it is the beginning of a new journey for you. Every word has been a step, and now the final step is this: you are chosen, you are loved, you are held, and nothing can undo that truth. So wait, stay with me, because even as this last part closes, heaven's voice will not leave you. It will follow you, it will guide you, and it will remind you every day that this was not just a message, this was a divine appointment.